Hey everyone, it's Hima here. Happy August. I know I was a little quiet there in July, had a computer crash, had an awful cold, and I survived. So here I am to take a close look at the ES and NQ futures in a skinny dip. Today's Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. And before we take a look at the charts, important reminder that trading and investing can be extremely risky business. Therefore, it's your responsibility to evaluate any information, opinion, advice, or other content contained in this video. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my charts here. And now you should see the ES U19 futures. That's E-mini S&P 500, the regular mini, not the micro. U is for September, 19 is for 2019. And I've got the daily chart on the left, 60-minute in the top right, 50-minute in the bottom. I've got my RSI Power Zones indicator at the bottom of each chart. So let's look at the daily chart. So when I woke up this morning and came in to write the skinny on the mini, there were a couple of things that got my attention. Number one, I had seen that we had traded up into the middle of Monday's range. Yeah, Monday's range. Okay. We had come up and been hanging out there during the overnight. So I saw the likelihood for some weakness. However, as I shared in Skinny on the Mini review session this week, I'm looking for a situation where the market maybe chops up and grinds up a little bit more. Then we get another fall in price down into this range from June 3rd. And hopefully that would happen with the RSI Power Zones beginning to hint at a turn to the upside via signals and via the zone activity. So when I saw this in the morning, here's what I did on the 60-minute chart. So the 60-minute chart, I was analyzing during this hour, okay, 9 a.m. Eastern is when this bar ended on the 60-minute chart. And I published around, 8:30 Eastern or 8:35. When I was looking at this, I saw price action moving below the latest higher swing low off of yesterday's low. Okay, so again, on a 60-minute chart, trend was changing to down. But I saw a couple things going on with the RSI Power Zones, with price. It's called confluence, and I have a helpful Hima post on that I also created today. So here was confluence between two different support levels. One was an actual daily higher low, 28.3150. The other is the midpoint of yesterday's range. I'm all about that 50%. So when I saw that was sitting there as a potential price floor and RSI was hovering near 50, I thought, you know what? Most likely we're going to fall into this zone and just kind of test it, and then price is going to stabilize with RSI stabilizing in the bull support power zone and then resume higher. And that's exactly what ended up happening. My two support levels were violated intra-bar, the low being 28.2325. Okay, so we're recovering higher since. What's next? Well, as I told my Skinny and Mini subscribers this morning, I have an upside target out. It's one of these blue levels. If you'd like to know what that is, you can go ahead and take advantage of the full Skinny offer that I have going on right now. But right now, we're going to see a return most likely just to yesterday's nighttime high, given that it's already almost 2:30 Eastern. I don't think we'll make it even to the first targets that I had laid out in the Skinny. But in the meantime, be careful about these higher lows that are now in place. So right now, if I'm redoing this analysis, I would look at the low from the bar that was at 1 o'clock, 28.4450. That is important that we stay above that if we're going to get any more upside on the daily chart. So I'm going to take a look at the NQ futures and walk through what I'm seeing there. Okay, so here we are on the daily chart of NQ futures. So NASDAQ 100, mini NASDAQ, not micro. U is for September, 19 is for 2019. Here, take a look at that midpoint of yesterday's bar. It was at 73.8675, and today's low, 73.8750 so far. So let's take a look at this on the 120-minute chart. I look at a 120-minute chart on the NASDAQ, not a 60-minute chart, because that is what I found to be the pulse of this market. So I'm going to give us a little bit more breathing room here to look at the chart, all right? And again, same RSI power zones at the bottom, And here's price on a 120-minute chart. So you can see here, we move below, again, another confluence of support. Again, check out the helpful Hima post for the confluence conversation. And these were the midpoint of yesterday's range and an intraday high or low. So I also, with the NQ, suspected that while we might have more short-term weakness starting at the open, 9:30 Eastern, that it would probably stabilize there. This was even more precise than my ES call. And on the R-side power zones, we actually held the bull support power zone, 40.67. We didn't even fall below by very much. So now what? Again, I see further upside. Now, since I won't have a NASDAQ report until Monday, I'm going to go ahead and take a look with you and let you know what I see here. So let me come back to the daily chart. And on the daily chart, I'm going to take this 50% tool and now use it to analyze this whole recent downswing, okay, from the July 24th high to the August 6th low. Next upside target, 7638.13. That funny 0.13 means it's between two ticks. That's why you're getting an interesting number like that. I also see confluence, see there's that magic word again, with resistance at 7650.25. So let's look at this in the 120-minute chart. This level right here, 7650.25, is about as high as I think this current recovery will go before there's another dip lower, potentially resuming the daily downtrend. All right. So keep that in mind as you navigate the NQ. If you want the details on what I'm seeing on the ES futures, again, take advantage of the full skinny, and I'll see you again soon. Sign up at himaready.com/tribe gift to get access to more hot, timely, and actionable market analysis.